Welcome back to Home Cooking Hacks, where we will teach you how to do great things in the kitchen without a lot of gizmos and gadgets. So today we're going to do a multi-purpose flour mix. I didn't quite know what to call this, but it's so versatile. I use this for making flour tortillas. You can do crackers, homemade Cheez-Its. I use it for flatbreads and numerous other things as well, including non-rising pizza crusts and stuff like that. So this is a very versatile mix. Okay, so to make this, first we're going to do, I guess I'll call it a 6-time, meaning that you can do 6 flour tortillas, 6 times 3, what's that, 18 taco shells, 6 flatbreads. Basically, I use about half a cup of this each time. So I'm going to use these little guys. I picked them up at a store. You can use Ziploc bags if you want, whatever. I use these so that I'm not wasting a lot of bags and things. Those are just for storage. I'm going to use a big mixing bowl to mix it all together. We're going to need a 1 cup measuring and a couple of measuring spoons, and you're going to want a butter knife here to level off some flour. So that's all the equipment that we need. We only need 4 simple ingredients for this recipe. We need all-purpose flour. I'm going to use an unbleached all-purpose flour. I use coconut oil. You could use butter. You could use any other type of oil. The reason I use coconut oil is because it will give us a shelf-stable product we can leave out at room temperature, which means I can put it in my storage containers, leave it out on the counter, and it's good for a couple of weeks. I also have baking powder here, baking powder, not soda, and we have some salt. So to make this recipe, we're going to start with 3 cups of flour. We're going to use our butter knife that we can level the flour off. Just kind of move it back and forth a little bit, just to keep it leveled off. So this recipe, like I said, we're going to do 6 half-cup containers, so we're going to start with 3 cups of flour. Now we're going to use our baking powder, and we're going to do 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Add that in. And then we're going to do the same with the salt. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to mix those together, and now just spin it and stir it around with the butter knife. Just get it nice and mixed up. It doesn't have to be excessive at this point. We have a lot of mixing yet to do. Okay, so now we're going to do our coconut oil. We need 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Again, use your butter knife to level it off, and also use your butter knife to get a consistent tablespoon out each time. Now's the fun part of this. I know your mother told you not to play with your food, but now we actually have to play with our food. We're going to get in here, we're going to mix this around. Obviously, make sure you've cleaned your hands. But you want to mix everything together until it's all consistent. Really, it's going to take a few minutes time because we're trying to get all that coconut oil mixed in evenly with the rest of the flour. Okay, and then our final step here, we're just going to get out our containers. And I find that what we need to do is add a 1/2 cup plus a tablespoon and a teaspoon is about what I found from experience this comes with. So these little containers have been picked up from, I think I picked them up at a local store. You can order them online as well. And if I can find some good suitable versions of this, I'll go ahead and link those in the description down below. So we're just going to do this, and all 6 containers, so you'll see me here go through pretty quickly, just spin these out. And I really do cook this fast. I mean, I'm good at this. No, I'm kidding. I sped up the video for this part. Okay, so that is my final recipe for making this multi-purpose flour mix. Like I said, I use this to make flour tortillas, flatbreads, Cheez-It crackers, and boatload of other things I can't remember right now. And I picked up these little containers just from a local store, just because they were the perfect size that I need. And in reality, this is pretty much what I needed. So thanks for coming along for this home cooking hacks. Once again, you can help support this channel by checking out the Patreon page, patreon.com/TomM, and check the website for downloadable recipes.